I watched the first 2 episodes of this. And while the trailer plays in the background, I am Mecha. Here is what I thought of it. Thank you, Sneeze, for creeping up right as I'm doing my intro. This is Star Wars Skeleton Crew. It is children yelling at each other, the TV show. Every child in this is... That's all I heard for 2 hours. It is pretty much the same plot as Star Trek Prodigy. They find a spaceship, and then they end up on a planet of... prostitutes and bars and just the wrong part of the galaxy they shouldn't even be in. I am Mecha. I already said that. If you don't like sitting through shows starring children, skip it. 1000% skip it. For me, even the nostalgia of Star Wars, because I did watch Star Wars when I was a kid. I did enjoy playing Star Wars as a kid with the neighbors across the street. This is nothing like that to me. This is not, playing fake lightsabers. This isn't anything. Because what would you do? You would reenact the movies. You would basically reenact the movies. One of them's going to be Luke Skywalker. One's going to be Han Solo. And then I get to be Princess Leia because I'm a girl. This is none of that. This is not my nostalgia of Star Wars. As somebody who really likes, Empire and Return of the Jedi and not really any of the EU, I am not a fan of the prequels. No, the sequels don't make the prequels better, in my opinion, because why? I'm not on the payroll for all the talking points. That was a werewolf. And then why is there a werewolf? This is a werewolf. Can you even see it? So, I did not enjoy sitting there watching Skeleton Crew, as you may have guessed. However, I am hearing that it is much better than The Acolyte from people who have... You know what? I watched The Acolyte. Not a good one. I don't know if this is better or worse, though. But then again, I think I'm just so burned out on Star Wars. How can I miss you if you never go away, Star Wars? How can I miss you if you never go away? The only thing I do like, this one, he's cute. He's really cute. I like that one. I like that little elephant guy. So, and no, I don't know what kind of species he is because I am a casual viewer of the Star Wars. As you know, I do prefer Star Trek to Star Wars. Maybe I'm not the target demographic. Maybe this is more for those guys who are so interested in having kids and putting a baby in you before they put a ring on their finger on your, yeah. Maybe it's for those type of guys because there seems to be a huge push online of that type of guy right about now. Maybe, maybe not. That just might be me complaining about my lack thereof of a dating life and being terrified of what might be out there because I don't want a guy who's going to want to put a baby in me before he puts a ring on it. And I think I have good reason to not want that. Are they arguing?
What do you think it is? Really lost.
Oh, that thing was cute too. They're in this bar. They're on this bar planet. A lady of the evening has to help them onto their ship. It's very similar to Prodigy without the Captain Janeway hologram coming along. I didn't watch Prodigy. You know why? Children. I'm not a fan of children and things. I don't like it when children take the lead. I liked it when it was the Goonies when I was literally that age. I am no longer that age, and my patience for kids arguing, I have zero tolerance for that. I have zero patience for the little kids who are out there trying to run me over on their little razor scooters arguing in Star Wars. And that was my experience with this. I might just be in not the greatest of mood watching it. I don't know. I think I need to find a boyfriend or something that is not Star Wars. That isn't Star Wars. I mean, when you can see it, it's very well, it's cool. Like, this part is cool. The city around it is kind of interesting to see this suburban backdrop of
Fighting
the Star Wars. We don't see that much. Like, you see this little suburban neighborhood here.
Galaxy.
I'm not pulling up the actual show. I think it's easier just to show you in the trailer. That part is kind of an interesting new thing for me as somebody who did not sit and watch the Clone Wars or read the books or any of that stuff, because this is still the demographic that Disney should be focusing on as well, not the diehard EU knows every little bit of lore. No, you need something. You need something for the casual normie people, right? So for somebody like me, they have the opening, in this time of this thing, and I'm like, okay, just tell me if Yoda's alive or not. Does this have Yoda? Does this have Darth Vader? What's going on in this? Is there anything for somebody who likes Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back and stuff, and like the original trilogy? It is after all the characters I care about are dead. There's no recognizable characters. It's a whole bunch of new stuff and a few aliens you're going to have like, oh, I remember that alien. I remember that alien. I think it's a lot more for the hardest core lore Star Wars fanatics, in my opinion. If that is your thing, you probably will enjoy it more than I did. If you could sit through children arguing and are not, and don't have that aversion to that like I do, you probably would like it. I look like this because I have breast cancer and lost most of my hair, so I figure I might as well make a character into it. I don't know what this look is. I've been told it looks very Sith-like. I prefer a Grim Reaper or something. What do I think?
What do you think it is?
They find a ship and then they go and hijack it and end up on another planet somewhere. Very much like the Star Trek Prodigy premise, isn't it, that we just saw recently? So, do I recommend it? I mean, give it a shot and see if you like it or not. I probably won't be finishing after the first 2 episodes because my tolerance for children arguing is way lower than I think anybody else on this planet. I'm hearing positive reviews. So, did you like it? Did you watch it? I riffed the crap out of this and did nothing but complain for 2 hours because I think I might just be in like not the greatest mood to deal with this at this point in time. Like I said, I need a boyfriend desperately. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching, and I will see you on the next video, live stream, or wherever. I would much rather be watching hockey right now. Where is my boom?
I don't want to see a book of witches. I don't want to see anything, any stars. I don't want to see any of this dark side and psychics, all the things, tarot card reading. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord. Mom.
That's not my boom. That is not my big explosion.
Whoopsie, whoopsie.